It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. They'll run with Edmonds again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Come on, guys. Pick it up. You're embarrassing.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Edmonds is in for a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
What are you doing?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think we can identify a matchup they like here early on. 2 plays, 2 passes, 2 catches here for this duo. He's certainly shaping up to be a handful as this game goes along. And these guys are on the march here on their opening drive.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. The Ravens at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running left, here's Edmonds. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Now a 2nd and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completes this one to Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steamers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, McCain. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Let's see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pickens on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throw left side, complete. That's Evans. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Edmonds. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now Lamar changing the play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll have this past the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Or first down screen pass, good for 5.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Again, Jackson.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Back now in Baltimore, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll run with Edmonds, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Another carry now for Edmonds, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this results in 6. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steamers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense. Keep it up. Hey, report. Report. Let's get out of here with a win.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 46-yard
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Tokyo, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that.